The AJ thing isn't quite as big a deal as we often think of it as because they just keep winning. Jason, do you buy that?
Oh, I unequivocally agree. It's not as big of a deal as the media is making it to be. I think that there's frustrations. I think that in the game of football, there's constantly frustrations building up within teams, within position groups, within coaches and players, and these are things that are always like that's the course of a season. That's the course of a relationship in this game. So I think it is being made a bigger deal than it actually is. It is at this point. I mean, it's been a distraction, right? I think that that's very true, but I also don't think like you're constantly being distracted. There's and especially in today's age, there's going to be media reports, people crushing this player, crushing your coach, people saying you suck. Like you're constantly going to be with an onslaught of distractions.
To be fair, though, AJ creates this.
There's no
we
question.
Don't create it. We might amplify it, but he starts the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think what the players do on the field, what they say in the media, like all of that manufactures the narratives that run to the media. So, and this is magnified. Obviously, AJ is the one who is making these comments, which is causing these pots to be stirred and creating this whole thing happening. But I think that obviously they had this all happening last year, right? And everything turned out pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And I wish that AJ at this point, like I think vocalizing this stuff every once in a while is important because it like keeps people accountable. I like doing it more in-house, but sometimes AJ, I think just his personality, he lets this out in a more open way or does it in a way that makes it more public-facing. But once it's already been stated, like, I mean, they're trying to get him the ball. So at this point, it's like, okay, what are we gaining from continually talking about this? And I think that, and AJ, I think, knows that. I think he's just frustrated, and he's a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve. But I'll say this. He's a very well-liked person in that building. He was a great teammate in my time there. I understand his frustrations, and I understand the offense's frustrations. I mean, the game is a very hard sport. That position in particular is very reliant on multiple people. Like, it's a very frustrating position to play at times. So I think that all in all, none of this makes me think any less of AJ as a teammate. I think very highly of him, and I think very highly of him as a player, and I think that ultimately the Eagles will be very good moving forward.